Hello, hello, everybody. It is Travis and Kurt here for our weekly Lunch and Learn. I think we're going to be rocking and rolling this week. I've seen a handful of questions come in on the Facebook group, so I'm pumped. Are you pumped, Kurt?
Am I pumped? I love this stuff.
You were born for this stuff.
Born for this stuff.
And it's a good Friday. We got the Super Bowl coming up. Go Hawks. So, everyone should have some good things to have in the background while they busily build their business.
Yep.
Cool. So where do you want to start?
Let's rock and roll this thing. I know I covered a lot of information, and it's going to start going faster and faster and faster. But, the big thing is Travis, you wouldn't mind make me presenter and admin.
Yep.
So I'm going to go over a couple of different things that we have. I'm trying to close out one window that does not want to. Okay, got that. All right, I see questions and everything else. I'm excited. I'm logging in here. You're going to see my screen here in just a second. All right. And then there we go. Travis, do you see my screen okay?
I do now.
Perfect. All right. So let's go over just a couple of things. All right, there's my traffic school. Everybody can see my page, all right? And then Travis, just to double check, are you recording on your side, my friend?
I sure am.
Good.
Thanks for asking.
Webinar.
The one time you don't have to be the one time I forget. So.
That's the same thing with us. Like Nick and I will get done with it. One of our most amazing webinars ever. Nick's my business partner, for you guys who don't know. And I'll look at Nick and I'm like, oh my God, that was awesome. He's like, man, that was great. Oh my goodness, it went so well. Oh crap, I forgot to record it. But Nick, you recorded it, right? And he's like, oh crap, I thought you were recording it. And forever it's gone down in history where people are like, that was amazing. But no one will ever see it again. So I'm glad it's being recorded. That's awesome. All right. So let's rock and roll. Again, everybody, it's great to see you here. I'm going to go right inside to our contest. Now, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and just type them, of course, right here on the page as well. This will be recorded and uploaded in the area. So we have the amazing Travis here up at the top, of course. It says, look forward, everybody sees the dates in here. Okay, not been a good girl this week. That's okay. We promise we won't judge. I tried to place an ad to another audience and only got one page like, which cost me $2. Okay, that's okay. Remember, I like to say you test and verified, right? But I shot this video of past performance. Now, let's see what this says. Whoops. Okay, sorry, that comes through on my computer. I need to change something real quick. I'm not quite sure if you're going to be able to hear it. Just a moment. Headphones, that's what I want to do. Okay. Travis, can people hear that at all, or not?
No, not really. So what you should probably, what you might want to do is on the mic.
How about this? Let's try this just real quick because I was on my headset. Let's try this.
I've mentioned it previously on one of the calls. So this was.
Can people hear that?
Yeah, that'll work. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to do that, and then there's kind of an echo, so I'll plug in my headset. But let's watch this together. Ooh, 511 video views. That's awesome. 511 video views for $10. That is awesome. So let's take a look at this here real quick.
Hi, Travis and Kurt. I haven't been really good this week, but I just wanted to share this with you, and I think I'd mentioned it previously on one of the calls. So this was a post that I had done, I think maybe last week or the week before. And as you can see, this was my results. So I am thinking of targeting these people to see if they engage. They haven't actually engaged in my page likes so far because I haven't done it as a page like. It was actually a sponsored post. So do you think this would be a good audience to target in terms of trying to get more likes to my page? I had also done this one and I'd used a different audience, but you can see that the actions are less, but I've actually got a page like with this. So again, I'm thinking to target these with page likes. So just wanted your opinion. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, so good question. Let's go over just a couple of things here. I'm going to plug in my headset. Otherwise just kind of a weird echo. All right. Now, here's what's going to happen. Is when I go through this here real quick, unfortunately, so first of all, I want to say thank you for doing the Jing video. Those really help a lot. Now, the next thing that I'm going to ask is, I'm not quite sure on what the targeting is. I know you mentioned the targeting. I can't see the targeting. The only way that I can see the targeting is, for instance, let's just say this one right here. The only way I can see the targeting is if I clicked on the ad set. And then this right here, this would actually show me the targeting. So this is, for us, we're going through Canada, lookalike leads for our Black Box digital products. Okay, or for Social Media Ad Genius. So that I'm not going to be able to answer. The other thing is, I would be curious on who you targeted. And I know this is a boost post and not a like, but I'd be curious on who you targeted. The reason is what do you have to be grateful for? Please like, share, and comment below if you get value from my video. I mean, you had 1 share, so okay. You had 15 likes, okay. But you got over 1,000 views right here. So what I'm seeing is you had an 8% click-through rate, almost 9%. That's huge. I mean, above 2%, that's huge. 12% up here, absolutely huge. Now, we know that this title, and for sorry, let me go back at this. So we know
Muted.
From your title that something's resonating with people. People are clicking on it. Now, I will show you in like reporting that we'll start getting into more next week. I'll show you to find out how long did people watch this video. So what we do know is we start from the very top. You ran a video, number 1, right? Number 2, you had what do you like to be grateful for? By the way, I would refrain away, and this is just a small detail. Please like, share, and comment if you got value from this video. Thanks. I would actually shy away from doing that. Now, we used to teach people to do that, and lots of other people have. Facebook, though, starts to decrease the how much it's shared, because please like, share, and comment. Facebook feels by telling people you are falsely influencing the actions they may take. Now, with you and I know it's what you call good direct response marketing, right? However, Facebook doesn't look at it that way, and they look for these keywords in post on how often they're going to serve them.
Unmuted.
So you can say in your video, hey, if you find value from this, please like, comment, and share. That's great. But even if, hey, what do you have to be grateful for? I put together a small video of what I'm grateful for. Share below on what you're grateful for, or place a comment below on what you're grateful for. Something like that is really good. But I wouldn't use please like, share, and comment together like that. Again, it's just one of those small little things that, I don't know, Facebook's a little crazy with, right? So let's go through a couple of other things. So you're targeting people 45, 65, baby boomers. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay, so we know that you uploading a video, putting a simple line right here, can get you a 12% click-through rate. That's awesome. Now let's take a look. You actually got 156 clicks. Now keep in mind, a click is a video view, someone likes this, comment, share, whatever, right? So what happens, oops, sorry about that. So what happens here is, let's just take a look. 1074, so $10, whoops, pull that over to the other side. $10.74 divided by 156, you're actually getting 7 cents a click. It costs you 7 cents for someone to watch this, or for someone to click on it, right? It says here you got 511 video views for $10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1074 divided by 511. Okay, so for 2 cents a video view, you can get people for, this is really important, you can get people for 2 cents to watch this video. So you know that you're targeting with this one line with the click-through rate that you can get literally 2 cent video views. Okay? That's awesome. Now, we haven't even peeled back the layer to watch the video, where you're sending people. So if your goal is to get people to go to a website, for instance, you can say, hey, if you want to find out more, visit the website. 2 cent video views is great. Let's just say that you want to get known in your local market with baby boomers. I mean, you're able to spend literally $25 in your local market to get 1,000 people to view your video, and you can get it at 2 cents. That's awesome. I mean, just to give you an idea of a branding perspective, You could do a video a week and only spend $25, where you get 2-cent video views and you'll get 1,000 people watching your video. Could you imagine what would happen if you did, let's just say, a video a week? Let's say you did a video a week for 5 weeks. That's a potential of 5,000 views. And that's without adding any more likes to your page. Now you can really start getting exposure. So first of all, I want to say, awesome job in doing the video. A lot of people don't do videos. Second thing is, awesome job with the click-through rate. People obviously responded to it. Awesome job at paying 2 cents a video view. Remember, I was looking at clicks right here, anybody who clicks on the ad, but actual video views. That is absolutely awesome. So to run a like campaign to the exact same audience where you're running this video, I think that would be great. Absolutely, I think that would be great. What I see, and I'm just going to give you my personal transparent experience, I see someone here, yourself, who doesn't mind doing a video. They're probably not always the most comfortable thing to do, but I'd give you a huge internet high five just because you did a video. But like, you're just scratching the surface of how you can engage with people. An awesome, 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 awesome job for putting the video out there. So yes, run a like campaign with a picture. Do that. I would, if I were in your shoes, do at least one video boost post for $25, just like you did right here to get 1,000 videos or 1,000 views. And what I would do is, maybe as you're doing a boost post once a week with a video, maybe you just put together a quick video. I would try it. Put together a really quick video that's 3 or 4 minutes long, doesn't have to have any editing on it, that just tells your story a little bit. Like, hey, I remember what it was like, starting out struggling, not knowing what to do online, not knowing where to go. Well, I found a lot of the answers, and a lot of my friends have found the answers with me, i.e. I'm talking about people in your group, and said, Mo, right? Your friends have found a lot of the same answers, and you would love the opportunity to assist someone else to where you were, the position just a year ago or 2 years ago or whatever that time frame is. That video alone, you can have it right up here. Have you ever wanted to have a business online? Are you old, or something like this? Are you already a grandmother and you've always wanted to have a business online? And again, I'm making up some lines that's going to relate to your avatar, right? So you said baby boomers, etc. So you may say, aren't you happy that the kids are out of the house, but you always wanted to make a little bit of extra income? Have you ever thought about an online business? Let me tell you my story. Like, that could literally be your post right here and then your video. And then your video could say, hey, at the end of this video, there's going to be a link. Go ahead, and you can put one in the description here too. Go ahead, click on that link, and then go over to your website to find out more information. So I love what you started here. I would definitely test likes here. I think what you're doing is awesome, and I would say keep it up with consistency. So I like where you're starting. So when you kind of started off and saying, hey, I haven't been that good this week, I think you are amazing. So good job. Absolutely, you deserve it. There's just little thanks in here. Not a problem. All right, so I'm going to put this down here. Answered during lunch and learn. Please see the recording. All right. So now that we have that, let me highlight. Whoops. Here and here. All right. Week 4, got it up. Great. I think you guys all got this all figured out. Okay, good. Another question for Lunch and Learn in 10 hours right now. Can you please give me an example of an engagement post and an informational post? I would love to. All right, let's go over to my favorite other place that we like to talk about is the Facebook. Obviously, that's why we are all here. I'm going to go inside to Social Media Ad Genius, for example. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So, all right, now, here's a funny post. This is part of the 10-4-1, right? Funny, hey, do you love running PPC for clients to avoid situations like this? Social media plan like a deer in headlights. Why do you look like that every time that we ask about ROI, right? Ha ha, kind of funny. Happy Friday, social media humor. Some more, here's some other kind of this is just fun humor. A lot of stuff we just post is just kind of fun and funny. Now, this is a blog post. So it was a good time to advertise online. Internet ad spend reached a new zenith during the third quarter of this year, netting about $12.4 billion in the U.S. That is huge. So this is really an informational post. So this is all comics and kind of funny, but here we go is right here. This is going to take me outside of Facebook, and it's going to talk about good times for online marketing. So I'm going to just increase that size just a little bit. Right? This is some information that's good with my avatar and with my audience. Well, as if I look at Social Media Ad Genius, okay, so that's an information post, right? Here's another funny post. Did you know that Facebook made 200? Let's get that thing out of there. Did you know that Facebook boosted the world economy by 227 billion? Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, so that's a little bit information, right? Here's something that we've done right here. This is actually pinned to the top of our page. So this week's blog highlight, we are highlighting a recent case study in which a client saw a 200% ROI using Facebook retargeting. If you're not using retargeting, then you're missing the boat. So this is really selling, right? See, basically what happens is we give out a lot of fun, educational posts, and then what I'm going to do is I would do for our information that we had, whoops, I passed up our information. Right there. Right? This is just information that's now just relating to our overall avatar. Now, from there, what basically happens is this would be our money post. Now remember, my money post being what I call a money post, we're going to talk more about this next week, but my money post is this is where I'm selling something. Now remember, if I'm running a like campaign, I have the ability to choose where those likes run. So let me give you an example here just real quick. Now I'm going to pause my screen. I'm going to log into a different account real quick, so just bear with me for just a second, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So just a moment. Just a moment. I'm trying to remember a password that I couldn't remember. You'll see my screen show up in just a second.
I'm telling you, man, you got to get the app called 1Password.
Well, the thing is I have to log in. So there's a whole long story, but because we have an agency account, I can't do a boost post from my personal profile. So I have to log into my business partner Tom's profile, but to show two screens at once, I have to go to an incognito screen, remember what his password is, one of those things. People are like, what the hell is Kurt even talking about? These are what you call agency problems that you will not have to face. All right, perfect. Now that we're in Tom's account, that is great. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. If I go to, oops, wrong spot. So here's Social Media Ad Genius, right? Straight to the page. All right. Now, I'm not able to boost this post. The main reason is because of all this text, right? So I'm not going to be able to boost post that. But what I can do is I can pin it to the top of my page, right? And when I pin it, I just click this little button. Same thing like I would right here. Click this little button, pin to the top. So when I pin to the top, it'll stay up here for 7 days. So as soon as someone lands on my page and they scroll down, that's the first thing they're going to see. So for example, what would happen is if I came here, go to Ads Manager, let's pull up for me. All right. So now what's going to happen if I go to create an ad? Let's go to likes, Social Media Ad Genius. Just take a second. Yep, we're going to like it from that page. So these are page likes, right? I'm going to name the campaign whatever I'd like. I'm going to scroll on down. Oops. I always love how Facebook changes everything. All right. It's like my audience, my target, my demographic. If I want to choose any other categories. Isn't that kind of weird? Facebook will just roll out random categories. Hey, do you want more categories? Yeah, what is this? These are more categories. Great, what is it? Facebook categories, Asian Americans. How is just one category, Asian Americans, come up in more categories? I think that's slightly racist. Anyway. So here's what happens. We're going to do page likes, okay? We're always going to do get the most page likes at the best price. Hides our options. We're going to put what our ad set name is there, right? We're going to put in our pictures. You guys have all seen me do this, right? I'm going to put in my headline. Advanced options. Okay. I'm going to send people directly to my timeline, right? Because if I send people, as soon as they like the page, they can come right down here, and this will be the first post they see. This is my money poster with what I'm promoting for the week. Or what I can do is I can send people to the tab. Some people were asking about that. Well, Kurt, what's a tab? Well, for instance, we have lead pages. I know this also works with contest domination software as well too. And test it with the tabs. Some people say tabs don't work on mobile. Facebook says they update it. I don't trust anybody unless I test it on my own. But if I want to, I can collect likes. The likes then automatically, as soon as someone likes my page, it takes me right over here, and then someone has to opt in to see the rest of my information, right? I would test that page likes with sending people onto the timeline with a money post that's also pinned to the top as well too. Okay? So really important. You're always testing, number one, but what you're doing is you're giving out funny, fun posts. And then the 4, that's 10, right? Then the 4 is educational posts, and the 1 is money. So we're just advertising this post right here. I'm actually going to upload a video. Just got finished. I'm going to upload a video here in just a little bit. It's going to talk about this retargeting, and then that way I'm going to be able to use that post as a boost post, or what we like to call as a money post. Now, if you're kind of wondering, hey, where's this all going? How's this all going to work? I'm going to train more on this next week. I just saw a really great question in here. I wanted to go through an example and go from there. So, Tony, great question. Let's go ahead and I'll post that in there as well too. Answer your question, please see the recording. There we go. And perfect.
Tony says, got it. Perfect. Thanks.
Not a problem. That's one of the things I think that we should do, Travis, just an idea. Like, I think we talked about it before, but sometimes I go in a little bit more depth for, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. I go into a little bit more depth on Lunch and Learn just to explain the answers. I know some of the things that we're going to do with Social Media Ad Genius from our Lunch and Learns is we're just going to have somebody go through an editor and then just take out all the questions. So there's an FAQ video section.
Gotcha.
Just because, sometimes I just think that people just need a little bit more explanation and see someone walk through it, to start seeing some really good success. So I'm glad you guys are all here. I just really appreciate it, taking your business to a whole other level, which is awesome. Okay. Tony, you had another really good question. You said, got some questions for Lunch and Learn. Not a problem. That is why we're here. Tried so hard to reach 1 million people in the Ad Manager, but I ended up with either 500,000 or 2.2 million. Okay, so just a really quick thing. Remember, I like to tell people this. Here's a big difference. Is you never know. Like, I always tell people, it doesn't exist until I test it. So people will ask me all the time, and I don't want to sound harsh, but people will ask me, Kurt, do you think I should post? Kurt, do you think if I ran an ad too? Kurt, do you think? And I go, listen, I would love to be able to tell you I think this. I'll give you my opinion, but I really don't know. I'm going to give you an I think or an estimate. So if I was confronted with either 500 or 2 million, you really have two choices. 500,000 people is a good open audience. It's not a bad place to start. Now, if you're spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day, over the next month we're going to have something to worry about. If you're not spending $4,000 or $5,000 a day, and you're running $10 to $15 a day, $30 a day, $50 a day, $100 a day, you'll be able to do that inside of your 500,000. But one of the things that I would suggest is run a test of the 500,000 and the 2.2 million. Because here's the thing that you're going to see. The 2.2 million, because it's a larger audience, you may see lower cost per click. But remember, people do not typically buy because either they do not have enough information to buy, or they don't understand the urgency of why to buy right now. So if you're familiar with brands like Budweiser, Coca-Cola, these are places that still advertise a lot. And I'm pretty sure every single person on this call, we have people from all over the world. I'm sure you both know, or you know what brand is Budweiser and, of course, Coca-Cola. Well, you already know the brand, so why in the heck do they keep on advertising? It's that brand placement. So you see them in so many different places, especially during Christmas. Coca-Cola stock shoots up because so many people for the holidays are together and mixed drinkers and whatever. Coke's really sells off the shelves during Christmas. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze here for just a second. It's the same thing with beer. So people relate the Coca-Cola Polar Bears, or they relate the Budweiser Busch, the horse team, the Clydesdales that bring in whoever in the snowy patch. The reason they keep doing that, whoops, sorry about that. Hang on a second, got a message. Yes. Be back shortly. Hang on. Say hi to thousands of other people right now watching you. Text me. Do you remember meeting Sean, Travis?
Oh yeah, I've met him before too.
Yeah, Sean's a great guy. I'll send you in 15 minutes. This should be right here. He's gonna say something that could be rude. Hi. That's good. You always wonder with Sean. It's like, okay, don't talk about you're a rock star. I like that. All right, so let's close that out. Let's turn my messaging off, which should have been off here too. Hide game, sound chat, close out. Wish I was on that Webby. You are. Okay, so here's a couple of things. So let's turn this, hide, close all chat tabs, turn off chat. That's what I want to do. Come on, turn off chat for all friends. Okay. A lot of buttons you got to hit there. Okay. So I would test the 500,000 or 2.2 million, and again, the main reason is that people don't buy is that, number one, either they don't have enough information or they don't have the urgency. Well, the other thing is if you're working on a budget that, let's say it's $100 a day or $150 a day, what we want to do is we want to have, like the Budweiser and the Coca-Cola example, we want to be able to have a chance to have multiple exposures. So the 2.2 million number, you may get cheaper clicks, right? But cheaper isn't always better, and better isn't always cheaper, right? So the thing is what about 500,000? Could we increase our exposure on the 500,000? So it really depends on your budget. I would test out both, and then always remember what's my desired result. When people come to me and they go, Kurt, I get 2-cent clicks on my X, awesome, but did you get any leads from it? Like, you got 2-cent video views, that's awesome. How many leads were you able to get from that, or what's your next step, right? So I would test out both. That's the first thing. Also, when you saved your ads manager, you didn't get an option to create a similar ad. Did you miss something? You shouldn't have, because the way that it works, let me just show you here real quick. So I'll just do a very, very quick, let's do this. I'm going to do, actually, let's make this easy. I'm going to browse. What do I want to do? I want to do a lookalike audience. Nope, that's my Great Britain lookalike audience. So let's try this again. Oh, anybody landing on SMAG? Perfect. Oh, all websites. All right. So I'm going to target to all websites because they've already seen my brand. Let's get them to like me as well too. And of course, I'm looking for 35 plus. I'll just do that. United States, I just target one country at a time. So that says 40,000 people. That's fine because that's what I'm retargeting. Not a big deal. Okay. Only connected, not social media ad genius. Yep. We are going to do right here. I want to do $10 a day. Show advanced options. We're going to bid for page likes, of course. And let's make sure I name this right. Social media ad genius page likes. This is going to be website visitors. Now, again, I'm just showing you an example of likes. We'll get into retargeting later, but this is anybody who's landed on any of my pages. I'm showing them, excuse me, basically what I'm doing is I'm showing my website visitors a page like, okay? Just to get them to like my fan page. So scrolling down, what do I want to spend? I want to spend $10 a day. Sounds great. Ad set US 35 plus, and this is a like campaign directly to lead pages. This just goes in directly for my opt-in. Now I always want to test. So let's see here, lead page.
And this would be a good place for you guys to put the contest, as FYI.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's try that. Free access. What does it take me? Should say this is a meatball. Hi, I'm Kurt, and I spent more than 200. Yep, that is exactly where I want to take people. Okay, so I'm going to like my page, but I'm actually getting them to see my presentation again. So not a problem. Let's go ahead and tab that baby back over. So directly to lead pages, via sales, video sales letter. Not a big deal. All right. So I'm going to click on this. Let's see what I got inside of my library that could work. I recently had a bunch of screenshots in here. Gotta have something that doesn't have. Let's just go the easy route. Let's go to Bry's library. Let's see what I've used in the past. Guess they have updates. Let me just find a good one. Oh, this one has worked really well for us before. Free report reveals. Yeah, I like that one. So I'm just going to use that. Trying to think if there's anything else that I want. Oh, that looks good. Ooh, actually, how about that as case study, learn more? I'm going to try that one because that's worked for us before too. So now I got my images. I'm just going to use that one image. Okay. So learn. So like, do you love social media marketing with ads? Like us for a free case study. Social media ad genius. Do you love social media marketing with ads? Like us for a free case study. That's it. Case study, learn more, like page. I'm going to send people right to our lead pages right here. I'm going to just leave mobile feed right-hand side. Actually, you know what? I was telling people how to split test this out earlier, so I might as well just show you how to do this. I'm going to make my news feed one first. So what I'm going to do, just for an example, come up here. This is going to be news feed. Okay? Because I want to split test out. Where am I getting my best ad performance at? So there's my news feed. Scroll on down. I'm going to hit place order. Now, it's going to wait. Order has been placed. Create similar ad. Now, what you may not see is if you do a promoted post directly from your page, for example, if you go to, whoops, I must have missed that. Actually, leave page. All right. So what happens is I want to make sure that, let's tab over here, okay? If you were just to do, for instance, business manager, there we go. If I was going to hit promote again or boost post right here, it may not ask me to do a similar ad. So inside of Ads Manager, it'll ask you to do a similar ad. So I'm going to do a similar ad because remember what I'm going to do here that's a little bit different is I'm going to edit ad set. Targeting, I just always double check. Yeah, all that stuff's the same. It's great. Scroll, change ad set right there. Create a new ad set. Okay. Save. So my new ad set, we'll see down here in just a second. News feed, this is going to be mobile. Okay. Scroll on down. I'm going to remove right-hand column, add mobile, remove desktop, so we're running only mobile feed right there. Okay, that's what it's going to look like. Scroll on down, place order. I'm going to do cannot complete, ad ineligible for mobile targeting. Your ad is ineligible for mobile newsfeed targeting. Oh, so they're saying that my that like page won't even go over to my mobile newsfeed. So that's fine.
Do you know why that is?
So that confirms that see phone preview. Well, you know, they said that the tabs didn't work on mobile.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, they said that tabs didn't work on mobile, but then Facebook came out and announced that now tabs will work on mobile, so people would start to advertise them again. And then I've tested it, and I hadn't tested it with a like ad in a while. So good. Maybe it actually doesn't work. I love one of those things when Facebook's like, this doesn't work. Okay, but I've tested it and it does. And then they're like, this works. We're like, no, we've tested it and it doesn't. So, okay, good. Because, yeah, we were talking about this the other day, too. So, great. I'm just going to do right-hand column. I'm going to remove this. But we're going to add for right-hand column. And Facebook's getting better about not allowing you to run ads that won't actually feature, which is great. So there's my right-hand column. That's what it's going to look like, right? So I'm going to scroll up here. This is going to be right-hand column. Or I put right-hand side, RHS. Scroll on down, hit place order. All right, order's been placed. Hit continue. Let's take a look. So it is currently in review. Let's go back to all my campaigns. And it looks like just got one in review. Yep, they're both in review right now. One's going to go on the right-hand side, one's going to go on the newsfeed. So we'll check that out here in just a little bit. See if that got approved as well too. But that should answer your question. So I hope that helps. Please see the recording. Let's see here. What's the other one here? You mentioned using an audience insights, which I have 1,000 likes, but no paid likes. Given I'm running 2 paid like campaigns, will I still be able to use this in the future? Yes. Thanks for Facebook 101. You're absolutely welcome, Tony. Tony, the thing is here is what you want to do is there's no exact science, and I hate to say that. There is no exact science to audience insights, right? Sometimes people have a fan page of 1,000, 1,200, 1,800, and they still don't get the fan page to pull up. So if I'm going to take a look, people connected to, yeah, Social Media Ad Genius, so that shows up, 19,000 monthly users. That's great. Now if I go to, let's see here, one that I know has about 1,000 people, that has 20,000 active. That surprises me. How about this one? This one has a small fan page. Well, that is, so let me take away Social Media Ad Genius, Anthony Lowell. So yeah, this person says you need to have an audience bigger than 1,000 people. So it could be 1,100, 1,200. I mean, really, the data starts to show up because you start split testing stuff out. You know, you change the age or choose the age range or whatnot. So the big thing is overall is just keep on running traffic, and remember is your custom audiences, your pixels and audiences that I'm going to show you later. Facebook can learn and grow. It's absolutely huge. So we have that. Let's close that out and go to the next one. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave that page. So answer during lunch and learn. Hey, Travis, once I stopped overcomplicating the follow-up emails, I got there. One question you mentioned during a unique code. Where do I find and include the follow-up emails? Shoot an email support. They'll get it taken care of. So it sounds like, Travis, do you want to? Is there any learning opportunities there? Anything else you want to add there, sir?
The biggest thing was just that you link people back to the confirmation URL, and that it's important that you don't just put that link raw. At least people will copy and paste it. And you don't want that. What you want to do is in your follow-up email, you want to say, click here to get your unique URL, and then you want to hyperlink that text to click through the confirmation link, because everyone, when they click it, everyone will get their own unique set of links. But that way, you're just constantly reconfirming those leads in case they're on a different device or something. So that's basically all it is. It doesn't have to be big. Just basically, the whole idea was just linking back to your contest.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things that I want everybody to realize, this is really, 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 really important. Now, I would assume that most of you, if not all of you, are probably in the same plan that Travis and I accepted to as well. Is that 40? Everybody says 40-hour work weeks for 40 years. Mine was like 80-hour work weeks that felt like 40 years in just a couple, and I hated what I was doing. I'll never forget one of the days I was sitting at work, and I was running a call center at the time, and I think I was like 26 or 27 at the time, and I looked at the clock, and it was 3 o'clock, and I'm like, I got to wait another 2 hours till 5 just until I can go home. I'll never forget this. I'm like, damn it. And then it hit me like a brick. And I'm like, I've signed up for this for the next 40 years. I'm waiting for 2 hours to go home. I got 40 years of this. And honestly, it scared the hell out of me. So as we're learning the online marketing, I know really we're just scratching the surface for what Travis and I teach you about contests and Facebook ads. Just remember these couple of points. This is very important. Number one, No one ever does anything consistently ever, and those that do typically win. You guys have heard me say that all the time. So whenever you get frustrated because the follow-up email doesn't work, your ads didn't work, repeat to yourself, no one ever does anything consistently ever, and those that do typically win. All you got to do is just be consistent, right? Like, even if your videos are horrible, Michelle, not saying yours are, I'm just using that as an example, you're going to start finding you do them once a week, they become less horrible, and people really start to like them. A lot of times we are more critical on ourselves than the world is on our works or on our project as well, too. So just remember, if you get stuck, this isn't a 40-year solution. This is like, you can spend a couple of months or a year. Heck, even if you spend 3 years learning how to market online to start making an extra $2,000 or $3,000 a month. You know, I have some clients that, for example, I have one client who made $1.5 million last year in network marketing. So if you break that really down, that's $130,000 to $140,000 a month. Rewind 5 years, she was a teacher making $60,000 a year. She now makes more in 1 month than she used to make in a year. It didn't come overnight, but let me ask you a question. If you were making $65,000 a year, and your life could be completely different in 5 years, where you can make what you make monthly or what you make yearly in a month, literally without trying, what would you do in that 5-year period? And a lot of people are like, I'd walk through glass, I'd shovel pig crap, whatever the hell I could do, I'd do anything. Well, treat your business the exact same way here too. So keep asking questions. I think you're all amazing for being here. Don't get stuck on the little stuff because everyone else does. Just keep thinking how you can forge through. And by the way, and I'll get off my soapbox, there's one other question that I ask myself when I get stuck, is I say, how can I be resourceful to specifically figure out how I can do this email follow-up right now? I know this sounds kind of weird, but these are all key phrases. And what I say is, how can I be resourceful? If you say that over and over and over, your brain will come up with the answer. It's really weird. But how can I be resourceful to, and then literally say in your mind, or you can say it out loud, to figure out the email, whatever your obstacle is. And then say, I want to figure this out. How can I be resourceful to figure out this email sequencing right now? Like, what can you do right now? You can't fix something that's going to take 2 or 3 weeks, but what is the first step that you can take right now? And sometimes that little momentum can go long ways. And I mean, honestly, you all signed up for a 6-week course that we're going to go through a lot of Q&A and a lot of training. And it's really only 6 weeks that you're learning a trade that you can really rock and roll on. So I just want to tell you again how proud I am of all of you. I mean, Travis and I have talked about it a lot offline. And the other thing is just remember, everybody else gets frustrated with the small little nuances of the business. You won't. It's not a 40-year plan. It could be a couple of months or a year. But again, who wouldn't work for 5 years to make your yearly salary? It's just in a month. It's amazing. She made $50,000 this month by just creating one product that she said no one would buy. She's like, I don't think anybody would buy this. She goes, oh my goodness. Again, just always keep moving forward. So great job. So Angel, I know we went over this really for Michelle last time. Sorry, sometimes I just switch it around. Angel, Michelle, I apologize. We went over this last time, which was really good. Got some good feedback there. Now, I'm going to come over here and take a look. I want to see Tony says, whatever it takes. You're right, Tony, that's it. Now, I'm going to look over here in the questions. You guys can't see it when it's on my screen. I think we've answered all the questions that we have in here.
There is one more for you that Michelle pulled out. She said that she had asked, what's the difference or advantage of lifetime budget versus daily amount?
Great question. We're actually going to cover that a little bit more in the next, not next week, but the week after that. So really quick, daily budget is, hey, Facebook, I'm going to make this up, $10, and I want you to run $10 within 24 hours. So people can get clicks at 3, they can get clicks at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you'll get a couple of clicks like around 11 or midnight. So sometime within that day, Facebook has to spend your $10. So you're basically putting a fence around 24 hours, and you're throwing in $10, and you're saying, Facebook, spend this $10 within 24 hours. That's the first thing. A lifetime budget is, hey, Facebook, I got $100 that I'm willing to spend over 10 days. I want you to go out and find me the best likes. So instead of saying, hey, Facebook, every single day I want you to spend this exact amount of money, If you set up a lifetime budget, Facebook's going to go out and find you the best targeted traffic that it can for whatever you're optimizing for. Post-page engagements, leads, whatever that may be. But Facebook's going to look at that money and it's going to say, okay, so you got $100. You're going to give me 10 days. What do you want me to optimize for? Maybe you chose that you want to build likes. So Facebook's going to say, okay, you're going to give me 10 days, $100 to figure out likes. They may spend $12 the first day. Second day, they may spend $8. The third day, they may spend $6. The fourth day, they may spend $18. It all depends on what Facebook sees in the algorithm, and they're going to spend your money wisely during that time. So I tell people when they're starting out, a like campaign, set it up on a daily budget. As we start getting into the conversion pixels and retargeting, I'm going to suggest that you set up lifetime budgets. I usually do for a week, sometimes even 2 weeks, where what we find is, hey, Facebook, instead of, hey, Facebook, I'm going to say for football, we're on the 10-yard line. So Facebook, I only want you to play in these 10 yards right here between the 10-yard line and goal. That's it. Or we say, hey, Facebook, I'm going to let you do your own thing, but I'm going to give you 3 football fields that you can play on. I don't care what happens. I just want you to score, but I'm going to give you 3 football fields to play on. So basically what we do is the lifetime budget is we just give a little bit more open play to Facebook. I'm going to cover again that a little bit more as we go through our training. Right now, I'd say just use a daily budget. I'll show you how to use a lifetime budget in a little bit. That's a really, really good question. Any other questions?
That appears to be the main one that sort of stuck out to me, at least.
Okay. I'm totally up for doing video. However, given Sarah, my avatar is female, 22 to 37, if she is she likely to connect with me? Never know until you test and verify. I would absolutely try that. Absolutely. Why not? Try it. See what you get. I thought you said in the training to use lifetime. I do, when we just to be clear, I do inside the training tell you to use lifetime when you really start building for the conversion pixels and stuff like that. We've just been doing some recent testing, so the information I'm giving you is, hey, just go ahead and just go ahead and bid daily for right now, and then you can experiment with lifetime. I just haven't got there to explain that yet, but you are right. Looks like you read through the training. You're right for the lifetime. So good question. Cool, thanks. Because I normally do daily. Not a problem. Doing daily right now is perfectly fine. I'll show you how to do lifetime later. That's great. Again, I appreciate everybody showing up here. I think we have an absolutely amazing group. It is awesome to literally see what you guys are doing and building over the last couple of weeks, and I'm just super, super stoked. Travis, do you have anything else that you want to add, sir?
I don't think so. I mean, at this point, it seems like people are actually starting to run some ads, which is great. I haven't popped into at people's accounts in the last day or two to see if they're actually starting to generate leads, which isn't the core focus right now. It's sort of more like leaking the traffic from a like campaign into their contest, as opposed to the core focus of direct into the contest. But I'm excited to see people taking action more than anything, to be honest. So
yeah, absolutely. Tony asked a quick question. He goes, Kurt, I'm doing both daily and lifetime. Yeah, just test it. Test a lifetime and test a daily and see what you get. There's Michelle. I'm going to test a lifetime at the moment following training. Perfect. I'll see how it goes. That's what I love about this business, because like I'll walk into one of the guys I work with, Shecky, and I'm like, Shecky, what you need to do is, he goes, did you ever test and verify that? I'm like, damn it, they're using my information against me. So yeah, absolutely. You always test and verify. That's the best way that you know, is once you test and verify. So. All right, everybody. Doesn't look like there's any more questions in here. Travis, thank you for your time again today, sir. And I look forward to seeing everybody else on Tuesday. Unless, Travis, you have anything else, sir?
Nope. Thank you very much. I'll get this recording wrapped and in the membership area, typically within 24 hours. Sometimes